Hey guys, Travis Ketchum here. I'm really excited that you're taking the time to check out Contest Domination 2.0. You guys might remember that a year ago, almost to exactly to the day actually, we launched Contest Domination, the first version, which was a simple WordPress plugin, and we sold thousands of front-end units, and people really loved it. So we took that success, and we knew that people were loving contests, and we had a lot of momentum. We actually just continued to sell more and more and more. But we knew that we could really take this to the next level. And so we rewrote everything from the ground up to be bigger, better, stronger, faster, basically better in every single way possible. And we applied that to this new version, Contest Domination. And so it should be both familiar, but also totally rewritten, totally fresh, much more robust, and incredibly fast. So as you saw in the video above, my main man, Ricky, was laying it down as far as what our sales funnel is going to be, who some of our users are. But I just wanted to walk through the feature set and let you know what's different, what's new, what's awesome, and then show you some actual examples of the software where our customers are killing it and doing really well. Our customers now, we have over 12,000 people using the software. They range the whole gamut from brick and mortar to Fortune 500. And everywhere in between, right? So people doing daily deals, professional bloggers like Chow. We've got kind of everyone using contests because the nice thing about contests is they really reach all niches, right? They do amazing value for regardless of your industry. So let's go ahead and talk about what's new and what's awesome. So originally, like I said, we started as a WordPress plugin. It was simple but effective, right? And that was great for people in the WordPress community, but we knew that if we really wanted to take it up a few notches, that we had to do a couple things. And one was we wanted to make it completely hosted. So you literally don't have to know any code at all or even understand how to install a WordPress plugin. So this is very newbie friendly, right? There's no code to mess with if you don't want to. It's all hosted by us. So there's not even autoresponder form to touch, but we still drive the leads into many of the list integration options. And we make it just one click easy to get it published and install it into a Facebook tab, etc. So let's talk about some of the integrations we have. With the plugin, we used to just have Aweber, MailChimp, or you could drop in your own form code. We really wanted to stay away from letting people use code and get them more into the idea of a wizard. And so we have API level integrations with Aweber, Infusionsoft, GetResponse, MailChimp. We actually finished the integrations as well with Constant Contact, Campaign Monitor, Office Autopilot. And for those of you who know Chuck Mullaney, we even integrate with his new list service. So that's pretty awesome. And iContact will be done here in a few days to about a week. And so all of these will be bundled with all the levels of the accounts. So it's pretty fantastic. Pretty much anyone who's using a reputable autoresponder program is going to be able to use our stuff. So we tried really hard to cover the majors for this. We also included call loop integrations. So those of you who want to use contests to extract extra information with custom fields, you can also add in SMS collections. So at the same time you're building your email list, you can be building an SMS list, which is pretty cool, we think. And then there's the very easy Facebook contest. A lot of people struggle with the rough edges of setting up their own Facebook tabs because, not that long ago, Facebook added the requirement of SSL for images and all that kind of stuff. And we really take the guesswork out of it and make it one click easy. So now users just connect their Facebook account, tell us what page they want to install it on. Optionally, they can turn on a light gate and then boom, click install and we take care of the rest. Since all the images are hosted by us, the pages are hosted by us, etc., we just seamlessly integrate it into their Facebook page and they don't have to even think about it. It's pretty fantastic. And we give that disclaimer for Facebook at the footer of the contest, etc. So everything is 100% Facebook compliant in the way that we incentivize users and the way that we install into the tab. For our higher accounts, we even include things like GoToWebinar and Chartbeat. Those of you who know who James Wedmore is, he's kind of like the ninja behind the scenes for Lewis Howes on all the video stuff that Lewis Howes does. And James Wedmore is also known for his own Video Traffic Academy with YouTube. And he basically overnight doubled his results using GoToWebinar, which we're really excited to see. So essentially, he used our viral contest page as his webinar registration page so that people were both entering a contest, being added to his list, and registered for a webinar all in the background at the same time seamlessly. And it worked really, really well. So those are just some of the integrations. As you can see, this new model, since we are hosting it, we have ongoing costs, etc. And we really packed a bunch of value in here. We actually already have quite a few customers that are monthly subscribers. And so our Pro plan typically goes for, roughly $30 a month, and our Pro Plus is $100 a month. And so the 7-day special offer we're doing on this is just absurdly cheap. In a lot of cases, most people will be paying far less than 1 month's worth of subscription as a one-time fee, and they get access to this for life. So any additional features we add to these different account levels, they're going to get. So that it's really packed full of value here. And so essentially, if you remember the way that Contest Domination worked as a WordPress plugin, we always focus our software on rewarding users that actually help your bottom line. And we as marketers know that the bottom line is leads for your list. And so a lot of contest platforms out there will reward people just for liking your page or following you on Twitter, etc. And while we encourage that, and a lot of that happens organically, the core point system works on performance. So by default, users will get 1 point for entering your contest themselves, which is unconfirmed until they double opt into your list, which is awesome. And then they get 10 extra points for each user they can successfully get to enter your contest. And so that means it's not just for they don't get rewarded just for sharing. They get rewarded when that share turns into what matters for you as a business owner. And that's really where our core value proposition comes in. So I just want to show you guys, a couple customers here that are just killing it. So let's start with James Wedmore, because he's doing the webinars and doing a really good job with it. And I'll show you because he actually has one running right now. So let's go ahead and pop into his dashboard here, and he's totally given me permission to share all of his stats. So as you can see here, he actually already has one contest that's ended. They had just shy of 3,000 people visit, roughly 1,000 people entered, and he had 3 winners. So this was his first true trial run with Contest Domination. And then he has this one right now that's actively running, has, I believe, about another week or so. I'll have to double check the dates. But it already over 600 people have seen the page, and he already has an over 43% conversion ratio, which is pretty good. So let's take a look at the stats. So as you can see here, out of his 972 total leads, he actually only 826 of that came from his own list. So he had more people register from his own list than typical, and then he got 146 free leads just from referrals. And so that's pretty awesome. And so let's take a look at what this contest actually looks like. And so as you can see here, he has his branded top end, the headline, the description, and then down here's where the opt-in field would go. I'll show you on the live version. And then he's got this cool graphic on the side to help reinforce his actual contest. Let's take a look at this live contest he's running right now, so I can show you one that's rocking and rolling. So here, as you can see, he has a small bump and free leads. Let's take a look at what the landing page actually looks like. So he has a live playing video here, the headline, the description, and he decided to, in this case, put the opt-in field to the right. And all of our pages are responsive, so as it moves in, it'll shrink and enlarge the page as needed. So it's definitely mobile friendly. All these videos will play on mobile as well. So that's really great. And so for this as well, if you take a look at his Facebook installation, which he has it set up, and here he has account connected. He decided where it was going to go, what the text was going to say. He wanted to turn on a light gate. And so if we look at his Facebook installation here, so right in here you can see that he has the page with all the necessary release at the bottom. You can all paid accounts can turn off the powered by and stuff. He just likes our software, so he wants to run that. And if I hadn't liked the page, so I'll show you here. it's a pretty straightforward way to rock a like gate. So let's take a look at how he actually has this set up. So if we go into the editor here, it's just all the information you need, description, the video URL. Again, we try to avoid form code, so it's just a link to the YouTube video, and then we take care of the embed, autoplay, etc. And then we also, inject the stuff that makes that video retainer responsive as well. So as you notice, when I was dragging the screen size smaller and larger, the video container actually grew and shrank. Most people don't know how to add that in. That's all by default. Pick when it starts, when it ends, the point system, how many winners there should be. In this case, he has quite a few with 13. Pick the branding as far as the logos and the sidebar image. You can also pick the idea of sponsors here, because on the secondary page after someone enters, they're gonna be encouraged to like and follow you. So you just drop in your Facebook information, your Twitter information. And something that we do that's kind of cool here as well is we ask you, what are you actually giving away? And so you give us descriptions and values, and then we merge those into some pre-made rules for you, which is pretty awesome. And then we also give you the ability to customize what the shares are going to look like. So you can give it the information you want for Facebook to see. In this case, if I were him, I would actually strip out the HTML tags, which you can, like I said, if you want to do a style like that, you can, but the average user does not have to do that. And so you can customize what they'll look like. And then here we have integrations. So in this particular case, he's using Infusionsoft, so that, it shows the tag number that he's doing. If he was collecting a phone number for SMS, he could just drop in the call loop token here. Since he's using GoToWebinar, he just picks an upcoming webinar here, and then can enable promoted contests, which is another neat feature that we're not really rolling out quite yet. But it's a cool way to basically get free traffic, because he picked a category coming in. So when that's enabled, essentially other contests that have ended that are in his same category will then roll through some ad inventory where he gets free leads essentially. For the users who want to use custom fields, this is the place to do it. Pretty easy to add. And as I said, we give you your custom rules editor. We just drop in all the stuff that you want to merge into your rules. And so you may have heard Ricky talk about the visual builder, which we're working on right here. And so if you wanted to see his contest here in a live format where you can see exactly what it's going to look like, you can edit any of the duration and points. You can even edit what the call to action button looks like. So in this case, you could override, change the font styling, the colors, all of that stuff. So it's pretty cool in that regard that you can see it exactly how it's going to look. And so here you can get a preview for what the success page is going to look like. With the looks like some of these buttons aren't quite propagating quite correctly. But one click, you can just copy URL, and then boom. So it's really easy to market it, see what you're doing, know exactly what you're working with, install, uninstall, enable, disable. And then we give actually users this custom confirmation link. So if you're using something like Aweber, you can even customize what the success URL is going to be. And if they use this link, then users aren't confirmed into the contest until they double opt into your list, which we are big fans of, because the whole point is to get a big double opt-in list. As far as account-wide integrations, you can go in here and pick your mailing list. Like I said, in this case, he's using Infusionsoft, but we support Aweber and all the ones I mentioned prior. You can also hook it into your GoToWebinar. So it's really quite simple to use. I wanted to show you one other customer here who had a really successful campaign as far as getting extra leads. So let's pop into their account real quick. I think you're gonna really like what they pulled off. So when we log in here, they gave away a signed hockey jersey, and these guys are in Canada. And the business that they were working with is a sports apparel company. And as you can see here, out of the 762 leads that they collected through their contest, only 301 were for their own campaign. They actually got more referrals, or more entries from referrals, than they did from their own campaign. So if they had just been running this like a normal contest, they would have gotten 300, maybe a few more leads by running their own traffic from Facebook ads, etc. But because of the way that our viral components are set up, and because their prize is really, really relevant to what their business does, they were actually able to more than double. They added another 60% of their total leads came from referrals. And that's really the secret sauce of what makes Contest Domination so cool. And this is why some people love it. It's because it works so well in this regard. So this was just a quick, brief overview to give you an idea of what it looks like, what it feels like. We're iterating every single week, and so it's just continually getting better and better and better. So those of you who may have tried it in the beginning, you probably already noticed that it's quite a bit more refined. And then, if they want to dive in further into the stats, which is, part of the Pro Plus stuff, you can see, all the activity as far as what's happening where, who your top referrers are, what the top platforms people are using, top mobile platforms people are using. So it's pretty neat, to see what's happening. And so this is all stuff that's built in that just really wasn't possible in the WordPress framework. And so this is what makes Contest Domination new and awesome. This is why your users are going to absolutely love it. And because it's so cheap compared to our normal pricing, we've packed so much value into it, we just know that you guys are going to crush it with your EPCs. So if you have any questions, hit me up on Skype or Ricky on Skype. I'm Travis Ketchum, and you can see other details below on how to get in touch with us. But we're really excited to have you guys on board, and we can't wait to get you started. All right, thanks, guys.